Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. For my dear audience, in this video I will describe some different and much beautiful ideas of a welding project by twigs. Dear audience, when we talk about welding, then TIG is a much important TIG welding, uh, like as a gas tungsten arc welding, GTRW, also known as tungsten inert gas. It is an abbreviation TIG. It is an arc welding process that uses a non-consumable tungsten electrode to produce the weld. So the weld area and electrode are protected from oxidation or other atmospheric contamination by an inert shielding gas, argon, and helium. So by twig welding or welding project in by a twig for different purpose we can use it, like as a decoring our house, decoring our garden, decoring of our lawns, or different other usage usable products we can made by a twig welding project. So, dear audience, when we talk about a TIG, then what a different question arise in our mind, like as what is TIG in welding, or what is the principle of TIG welding, or what project is TIG welding used for? It's a much beautiful question in my video. We prescribe for my dear audience. And what is the work for of TIG welding, or what gas is used in welding TIG, or is a TIG welder AC or DC? It's also a question, different question. Dear audience, when we talk about what is TIG in welding, then tungsten inert gas welding, also known as uh, gas tungsten arc welding (GTRW), is an arc welding process that produces non-consumable tungsten electrodes. So, tungsten inert gas welding became an overnight success in the 1940s for joining magnesium and aluminum. Magnesium and aluminum. So, what is the principle of TIG and welding project for different purpose, like for keep out our pot, keep out our different pots, other pots, for drinking pot, or for many other purpose we can use it. By decoring our lawn, house, I also prescribe in first. It can be a different purpose. We can use it for decoring purpose, for our decoring our gardens, our lawns. I also prescribe. So if we talk about its principle, then the tungsten inert gas welding operates on the same principle as arc welding, where strong arc is created between a tungsten electrode and the workpiece. So typically, the workpiece is connected to the positive terminal while the electrode is connected to the negative terminal. It's also much interesting thing in my that question. So, what project is TIG welding used for? First of all, we talk about a weld more metal and alloy than any other process. TIG welders can be used to weld steel, stainless steel, chromoly, aluminium, nickel alloys, uh, magnesium, copper, brass, bronze, and even gold. So TIG is a useful welding process for welding wagons, bike frames, lawn movers, door handles, fenders, and more other different usage for making a chair beautiful, excitement, legs of chair, so legs of tables or table back sides or other different. So what is the work of welding in TIG? So TIG, also known as gas tungsten arc welding (GTRW), I also process is a process joining piece of metal together through a welding current. So an anode gas is supplied to the welding torch that flow along the arc to protect the metal from oxidation and from forming small circular gaps. So if we talk about what is a welding TIG in we can use what what a gas who like as argon. The normal gas for TIG welding is argon or helium can be added to increase penetration and fluidity of the weld pool. So is a TIG welding AC or DC? It's also a question. So DC is used for TIG welding, mild steel or stainless material, and AC would be used for welding aluminium. It's also answer. So what is the temperature for TIG welding? We can use. It's also a question. Then the TIG process produces very highly temperatures of up to 90,000 degrees centigrade. So the TIG arc only produces a source of heat, and if additional material is required to complete a weld, then this is added either manually or automatically in the form of a consumable filer wire. So is TIG welding good? Yes, TIG welding joints are typically stronger than those produced by MIG welding. So this is the because the narrow focused arc created by TIG welders offer better penetration of the metal. So in addition, the TIG beds when applied correctly contain few holes and other defects that can weaken in the weld. So how do you control TIG welding? Then perhaps the most important skill needed for TIG welding is moving the torch in a controlled manner with steady forward movement while keeping the gap between the tip of the electrode and the base metal consistently small, usually in the range of 1 by 8 inch to 3 over 16 inch. So it's also, if we talk about who invented TIG, then Russell Meredith. TIG welding was created during the 1940 by a welder named Russell Meredith, who worked for Northrop Aircraft Corporation in Southern California. So he created the techniques because the method of the day were inadequate for welds on aluminium and magnesium alloys. It's also uh, if we talk about that welding project is a safe, then the process of TIG welding metals like stainless steel has several vectors for risk. The UV light given off is harmful to eye and skin. So the molten metal gives off molecules of metal and ozone which are harmful to respiration. Then the shield gas can displace oxygen and cause designs nausea or fainting. So, how strong is TIG welding? And then, what type of weld is the strongest? Then, TIG welding is often considered the strongest weld since it produces extreme heat and the slow cooling rate results in high tensile strength and ductility. So, MIG is also an excellent candidate for the strongest type of weld because it can create a strong joint. So, dear audience, what are advantage of TIG welding? Advantage of TIG welding, it can be performed with a wide variety of metal, and when done correctly, it produces a high quality. We talk about and high purity weld compared with other joining process. So, which is crucial in many applications. The price of TIG welding services is also usually quite affordable. So, when was TIG welding first used 1941. We talk about TIG welding was invented in 1941 by Russell Meredith of the Northrop Aircraft Corporation as a way to weld aluminium and magnesium in order to join light alloys used in aircraft manufacturing. So, dear audience, I think that my videos and my ideas are much interesting for you and much inspirable. If my video inspire you much, then subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video for your affectionate and heartily loving. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching my video, for your affectionate love. So, once again, my dear audience, thank you very much.